Hi everyone, my name is Matt Aquilina with Nexus Baseball, and this is Shredded Baseball, where I quickly cover your questions about strength and conditioning training for baseball. Last episode we talked about how to train rotationally in the thoracic range of motion. The question today is, should you train for thoracic mobility as well as for strength? To answer the question, we need to cover the difference between passive and active mobility. Passive mobility is mobility or range of motion without load or at rest. For example, for the thoracic spine, this would be sitting or laying down and relaxing to twist the spine in a stretch. Active mobility, on the other hand, is the controllable range of motion with load or engaged in movement. For example, in baseball, this would be the range of motion while actively throwing the baseball or swinging the bat. Often the two are very different ranges, and it's very common to find someone that has a large range of passive mobility but limited active mobility, or even vice versa. To answer the question, what you shouldn't do is train extensively for passive mobility by doing excessive stretching without load. Some stretching is fine, but not trying for excessive levels of passive mobility. The reason for this is usually not translatable to a sport where movement and load is involved, as well as it can create instability if it leads to hypermobility. Instead, you should train for active thoracic mobility by working on rotational exercises like the cable wood choppers I covered in the last video. The approach is to, with moderate load, work a range of motion and expand that range of motion incrementally over time so long as the motion is targeted and controlled. That is, it does not bring in range of motion from other joints, and that it is controllable by the body. As you work to maintain control and keep the focus on the thoracic spine, your body will work towards the limits of its capabilities in a very safe and effective way that you will be able to transfer into the rotational sport of baseball. In the next Shredded Baseball video, I will be answering the question, is athleticism genetic? Remember, if you like the content, please subscribe. See you next time at Nexus Baseball.